Hi everybody and welcome back to another video in this series. Okay, what I want to talk about today, a lot of people ask me when I've done kind of talks and seminars and stuff like that, and I've said, most of your beliefs are formed by the age of 7 years old. And a lot of people say, that can't be right. How can most of our beliefs be formed by the age of 7 years old? Well, I've told you how our beliefs are formed in the first place. But now I want to go into specifically why our beliefs are mostly formed by the age of 7 years old. I'm talking about your root beliefs, the root beliefs you have about yourself, your personal kind of beliefs that you have about yourself and kind of how you look at the world and stuff like that. So from kind of birth to the ages of about 5, 6 or 7 years old, we have a different brainwave pattern from what we've got just now. So our brainwave patterns when we are kind of born up until the age of 7 years old goes from a stage of theta to alpha. So we're kind of going through a stage. Theta and alpha, okay, you've got 4 different brainwave pattern stages. So you've got delta, theta, this is the main ones, delta, theta, alpha and beta. So right now you're watching this video, you're probably in a beta brainwave state just now. That means your brainwaves are kind of going like 100 miles an hour. You're thinking about all the things you've got to do. You're thinking about work. You're thinking about the kids, to pick up the kids. You're thinking about what you're going to have for dinner. You're thinking about going shopping. You're thinking about lots of different things. You're not relaxed. Usually it's in a kind of heightened state of awareness. So you're in beta stage. That's what most adults are. We're in this kind of beta stage of kind of brainwave pattern. But from the age of kind of 0, when you're first born, up to the ages of about 7, we go through theta up to alpha. Now, alpha is a brainwave pattern where we're kind of relaxed, chilled out, kind of almost a meditative state. And right the way back to theta, where we're in a really kind of relaxed state of mind. And it's like you're almost kind of daydreaming, sleeping kind of thing. So that's the stages we go through from 0 to 7. Obviously, the older you get, the kind of higher your brainwave patterns start to go through. But this is why children are able to pick up things just like sponges. So whatever you say to them, they remember things. If you gave them an iPad or something, they're easily able to remember it, how to use it, and they can work it almost instantly. And they just pick up things very, very quickly because they're in this state of mind whereby everything is just learning for them. They pick it up, they remember it, and it just stays inside their brain. This is why it's so important as parents to remember what to say to your kids. Not to remember what to say to them, but just be mindful of what you're telling your children. So never tell your children, for example, you're stupid, or that you're an idiot, things like that. Never tell, because it sticks, it stays with them. And they start to believe that and start to develop that belief. So never, just be very, very mindful of the way you talk to your children, even after the age of 7 years old as well, but particularly up to the age of 7 years old. So this is to do, as I said, with their brainwave patterns. And the alpha stage is from about 7 hertz to about 13 hertz. And the beta stage is from about 13 hertz to about 30 hertz. And below that, you're going below 7 hertz. So this is why children, and this is why we formed most of our beliefs by the age of 7 years old, because we're like sponges before we're 7 years old. And it's this to do in conjunction with this brainwave pattern. This is how we develop our beliefs and how they stick with us as well. And it can be difficult to get rid of them. And only now are we starting to realize that this is a fact. And only now are we starting to realize, well, we kind of need to change our beliefs if we want to get on in the world. So it's really interesting when you look into it, the psychology behind it. But this is why we have the beliefs we have. And this is why they've been formed by the age of 7 years old. Okay, until next video, namaste. Take care. Bye now.